Three, three, three. Anyway, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Earth is Ghetto, but yes, I am changing the name. And yes, I am giving you FaceTime. This is me in the flesh, no filters. Hair. I actually did my hair today, but it has frizzed up into the hugest fro of your life. But that's fine. That's fine. My husband likes when my hair is nappy, actually. Actually. But anyway, y'all, happy last Friday of the year. I missed y'all. I missed y'all. And that's really bad because, like, I don't even get to see y'all. But if you're interested in seeing me, go to my YouTube, Love and Marriage on YouTube. It's on there. Because I'm doing a live video tonight. And Anchor don't got live videos yet, which is wild, crazy, stupid. But I figured it's Friday. I'm stuck at home with some kind of cold. And so I can't go nowhere. They're gonna infect people, you know what I mean? But yeah, I got a cold. And if you can't tell, I think I have had a few colds since I talked to you, but this has been the worst one yet. But I'm feeling better. I'm feeling a lot better. Like, uh, we went to a football game. That's what did it. The football game definitely did it. A losing football game at that. It was a Christmas present to my husband because you, as y'all always know, I can't. My husband cannot keep a secret to save his life. So I surprised him with a football tickets to his favorite team, which they lost. But it was still a surprise nonetheless. But he was sick. It was so messed up because I got him way before either one of us got sick. He was sick, then I got sick, and he was sick first, and I was doing good. I was doing so good. I was taking all my vitamins. I was doing everything I was supposed to do. And this man, he rolls over next to me the Saturday before Christmas, right? Yeah. And he's like, give me a kiss. You might as well. What? I might as well. Like, I knew he was killing me then at that point. And when I gave him that kiss, I immediately got sick. I immediately got sick. He literally rode over to me and said, give me a kiss. You might as well. So I gave him a kiss because, I mean, I already sleep in the same bed with the dude. Like, pfft. So anyway, there's that. So now I'm here, stuck. But I get to talk to y'all, and I had to talk to y'all because I have so many story times. And you guys are in for a treat tonight because I'm going to actually play them on my big screen. I got my co host here who is supposed to be helping me do some stuff. Actually, let me make sure I can even flip this thing. Yeah, and then I'm on my old phone. And I don't even how do you even flip this thing? Like this is gonna be I'm gonna have to be stopping this. This is gonna be lame. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be lame. But it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. But my co-host is here. I get y'all some FaceTime. I guess we'll just do this for now while I get into the news too, because of course we gotta read the news. There is so much stuff going on. It's the end of the year. I changed the name to Earth is Ghetto because every time I'm reading out some news, it's just be ghetto. It's just be ghetto. And I'm not saying 2024 is gonna be ghetto, but let's not kid ourselves. This is Earth. Like it's ghetto. So we're just gonna go down a timeline and see what's going on. Uh, so those people on that cruise, that 9 month cruise, they're already fighting. Husbands and wives are sick of each other in those small confined spaces. Believe me, I've been with my husband all week, and yeah, I love my husband, but I just be needing like him to go inside the house and me to go somewhere too. Because yeah, like I could never be up in the cabin with my husband alone. Like barely like a car for 12 hours gets crazy. Like no no no. So let's get into this world news, y'all. Let's see what we got here. Uh, this is the same story that was there last time. Michael Cohen says in a court filing that he sent his lawyer fictitious artificial intelligence generated citations that were later submitted to court after mistaking Google Bard for a supercharged search engine. He said he unknowingly submitted fake AI generated legal cases. It can happen. It can happen. That's why they gonna put a water seal on that. So that's what I'm saying is, but if y'all need AI to write or do stuff for y'all now, you better get it done fast because, yeah. Let me tell you something about this stuff nose too. If I want to eat, I can't. I don't know how my dog, she has this tiniest nose, but she can like gorge herself with food. I be trying to like eat and I cannot eat and breathe at the same time. It's like, how do y'all do that? Like, is it a mouth breathe with the food? I be struggling. I be struggling. It's like, how do y'all do that? I don't know how she does that. She's being a really bad cause right now too, dude. And luckily, I got this old phone. I can't flip my phone because I'm gonna show y'all how fast she's being sued. But anyway, a Minnesota woman is suing her dentist. His voice is not the move. A Minnesota woman is suing her dentist after receiving 4 root canals, 8 dental crowns, and 20 fillings in a single visit that she says led to her disfigurement. Lady, why was you in there letting them do all that? Y'all know I don't like the dentist. I hung out with my friend. Luckily, I didn't get her sick. Isn't that great? See, I didn't go around people. I waited. I mean, I stayed home, but yeah, I hung out with my friend. And the reason I'm thinking of her because we were playing Taboo, and one of the guesses was my the thing I hate the most, and I couldn't even guess, but it was the dentist. It isn't top of the list, but to my credit, I hate so many things, so it's hard to tell. Anyway, I am gonna have to, when I do put this down, blow my nose because yeah, breathing is a little labored. Somebody asked me how do I know I was getting sick. One thing that happened to me, and I had this same thing last year. When my eyes start aching, like I get like achy eyes when I get sick. And that's what I do. My eyes was aching and I had chills. I could not get warm. And when I can't get warm, meaning fevers and stuff, and then my throat. And then you get the little dumb cough. And then it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So that's how I knew. But I feel a little better. I do. I feel like I was scared at first, but I'm coming back. My husband's on his way in here too, so he's going to interrupt the show. But this is life at home with me. Anyway, I don't want to do that because I was about to cough. Fake versions of the hugely popular drug Ozempic have been purported. Yeah, I've read that a few times. Let me pause because he's about to come in here. Hold on. I'm back. I blew my nose, so I sound a little bit better. I was waiting on my husband to hurry up and come in here, but he hasn't, so we're just going to keep going. A man who authorities say fatally shot his mother 2 days after Christmas led police officers on a chase through the suburbs of Las Vegas and along the way stole a police vehicle, carjacked bystanders at gunpoint, shooting and killing one of them. 8 people were hospitalized after a large rogue wave engulfed a part of Ventura, California. Yeah, the people were just sitting there, like, recording that stuff. But, yeah, it was real. This is real. Hold on. Hello, Benjamin. I'm actually doing my podcast, but that's fine. No, you don't have to be quiet because you're on the show. You're on the show. Hello.
Hello.
You're not on camera, though.
Well, I gotta get my wellness.
Why do you keep leaving that out there?
I'm happy on stuff.
Anyway, see, there you go. Life at home. Okay. Nikki Haley unwillingness at first to say that slavery was caused by the Civil War was the cause of the Civil War during the town hall this week. It's proven to be gaffe. She can't escape the key state of New Hampshire. Stop making these people say stuff they don't really believe. If they believe that, let them believe it. Why do we want them to fake? She's not going to be president anyway, so it doesn't matter. Killer whales seem to wreak havoc on the seas this year as they hunted great white sharks and appeared to attack boats off the European coast. Jessica Chastain is closing the book on starring in Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo movie. I don't even know what that is. I do know that Joker 2 is coming out in October the 4th. So that's cool. But according to y'all, we won't be around, so you guys might not get to see it. Well, that's the thing. As much as everybody doomsday, they keep pushing these movies out. What's up with that? Lady Gaga is going to be in it. I'm not thrilled on that just because I'm not saying Lady Gaga is a bad actor, but I don't want Joker to be in love. I like him crazy with that crazy little laugh, and I think that's just perfect. My co-host left. That's my co-host, babe. Great. He took my co-host, y'all. Anyway, a woman is suing Michael Jackson's older brother Jermaine Jackson, accusing him of raping and sexually assaulting her in the spring of 1988 and conspiring to keep it quiet to keep his reputation intact. She said Barry Gordy hid it, so wow. Gypsy Rose Blanchard, the child of the abuse victim who was convicted of killing her mother, shows her first selfie on social media since being released from prison. Gypsy's free, y'all. How y'all feel about that? I feel like she should have never had went to prison. I mean, her mom like abused her whole life, and then she got 10 years for that. They don't even give regular people that. I was gonna get my microphone out, but the breathing. I don't want to hear my breathing. And sometimes when I talk to y'all, I can hear, like, when I use my microphone, the breathing is a lot. And now that I got the cold, oh no. Oh no. Y'all ain't about to have me out here bad. Okay. Let's see what else. It's been so long since I talked to y'all. It's just, So Russell Wilson is confirming that the Broncos threatened to bench him if he didn't defer his $37 million injury guarantee. And so he told the reporters on Friday that the Broncos officials approached him during the team's bye week and told him if I didn't change my contract, my injury guarantee, that I'd be benched for the rest of the year. Russell's current contract has an injury guarantee for 2025 worth $37 million. According to reports, the decision to bench Russell comes from a desire to ensure that he will be able to pass the physical before the $37 million guarantee transforms to on the fifth day. Which I can believe that because the NFL makes it hard for people to collect their check. We got a player here where if he gets a certain amount of sacks, he's going to get paid, and for some reason, he doesn't make them. And so I could believe it. I could believe it for sure. Somebody said, "Isn't this intimidation or retaliation?" I don't get what this means, but I don't think it's right. I don't get what this means, but I don't think it's right. Russell, get your money. But I'm glad he's breaking his silence. Cardi B goes off on fans assuming she and Offset are back together. She said, "It's annoying." Cardi's always in these spaces on the X app arguing with fans. Like, I promise you, if I got that much money, I'm not doing that. I don't want to be famous, though. I would never want to be famous. The way y'all judge people is just evil. Let's see what else we got here. You know what I'm gonna do? This is the wonderful thing about talking to y'all. I can come back. So here's the person that got me sick, y'all. I don't know why you smiling like it's a. And then he made me give him. I can't even breathe. He made me give him another kiss. But babe, you can do my podcast the last day of the Friday of the year. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I can't even hardly breathe. And then here's my co-host. Took her. So we're gonna get into these Reddits. Are you guys excited? Reddits are actually my husband's favorite part. So, let's see what we got, y'all. I heard it's a lot going on. I was telling him how I can't breathe through my nose. Don't start making her snort and stuff, babe. That's not co-hosty. And now you're here. You can do the Reddits with me.
Okay.
Or you can. Let's see what we got here. What'd you think about what Russell Wilson said today?
I didn't hear what he said.
He said that the NFL basically said, no, please.
The NFL or the Broncos?
The Broncos.
Okay.
I don't. Let's play it.
Number two. Become number two.
There's been a lot of attention about the contract situation. Did they approach you or your agent in October regarding adjusting the contract process?
Yeah.
And what can you say about it?
They just during the we beat the Chiefs. They came up to me during the bye week and began the bye week Monday or Tuesday, and they told me that if I didn't change my contract, my injury guaranteed, that I'd be I'd be there for the rest of the year. And for I think we had 9 games left to show. I was definitely disappointed about it, and it was a process through the whole week, whole bye week, and we just came off beating the Chiefs, played a pretty good game against the Chiefs. We just came off of that, so I was excited, obviously, for us to fight for the playoffs and get on a hot streak. And and then I don't know if LPA and NFL got involved or whatever. I think, but at some point, just he was going to go with number two.
So, did you hear what he said?
Yes.
So, what do you think about that?
I mean, they wanted to get out of his contract, and they're just trying to find any kind of way they could.
Yeah, but I said that the NFL does do stuff like that because look at Chris Jones. They always make it to where they can't meet certain things to get their money.
Well, I mean, if the organization wants to get out of a contract, they'll definitely find a loophole if they want to.
So it's not just because it's Russell Wilson. It's just facts.
Well, I think Sean Payton, the head coach, he kind of inherited Russell Wilson. I don't think he wanted him.
Oh, I think that's
my opinion.
But I think they do that because they did this. They're doing the same. I mean, they do the same thing to Chris Jones, so it's not unheard of. All right, let's get into these Reddits. Let's see what we have here. Oh my gosh. These questions be so crazy. That's why I don't read them, but look at that.
What?
No, it said, what do you think of most when you masturbate? Is that not what you read?
I read the top one.
Yeah, his eyes went everywhere. But I'm not going to ask you that question. But these questions be crazy. That's what I mean. Why? Why is that a question? I'll read this because we ain't going to tell y'all our business. But I'm going to read this one. What is the hottest thing a partner has ever said during sex and why? It says, this girl I hooked up with a few times, but then stopped for some time. We hooked up again. She said, my vajayjay missed you with the hottest inflection. That ain't hot. Like most girls say dumb stuff like that. It's not original. A girl that I had a crush on me for a year told me she had crush all the time right before Halloween. We went out a few times, dinner, hot tub, tattoos together, a fire in the living room. Well, when we got to my bedroom, she said, I can't believe I'm effing you right now. Needless to say, I'm doing my best to keep this one in my life. These dudes is falling for these old lines. This is not even nothing hot. Do you think that's hot, babe?
Mm-mm.
Have I ever said anything hot to you?
No, you're really not a talker. You're not a talker.
In our whole 9 years of marriage, I've never said nothing hot to you.
Not like that.
Yeah, you need to. I need to jog his memory because clearly he's crazy. Because we had a long distance relationship. I've said some things.
Well, then.
Yeah, I said the course of our relationship.
Oh well.
Oh my gosh. See, you gotta be out here looking like I'm just some handmade, just covering my face and yeah, okay. Anyway, let me refocus. What time this girl goes, oh my god, I'm with it said my name. I've been writing that confidence for a while. Oh my gosh, these guys are corny. How many times do you want me to go? Oh my gosh, this is lame. Y'all really, these must be some young people.
People are falling for these?
What's a job that only exists because people are stupid? What do you think that is?
What's a job that what?
That only exists because people are stupid.
I don't know. It doesn't take. Well, a lot of stupid people do important jobs. So.
I think one of the jobs exists because people are stupid is having to draw a line down the road. Because people are too stupid to like figure out that. But let's see what they're saying. I hate when people write books. I always think there's reasons for nearly everything having warning labels, some of which are not just right out mind-boggling. It's because someone did the exact thing they're warning them not to. So warning labels. My husband does a lot of home maintenance by himself, and he has pretty legit fear of having his eyeball put out. Can you tell me why I have a hound this man, to hound this man to wear safety glasses? My husband, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not about to say. Yeah, as someone in IT, it's us. Yeah, we are the stupid people. I got to ask the client today if the software we support was indeed installed. It was not. My all time favorite ticket, which was printed and posted on the wall, said this entirely. My computer is not doing its job. I kid you not, this was the entire ticket. Just think about it. If people could Google stuff, we would have been jobless, so be happy for something. And even now, these kids have Google and they still fail in school, so
Right.
there's that. What is the most overrated travel destination?
Mm, well, I mean that's subjective because that's only you can only go by where you've been.
I mean, if it's in the States, I would say Texas.
I'd have to agree with you there.
Let's see. I know a lot of people are going to say Cancun. Somebody said Plymouth Rock. It's just a rock. My wife and I were looking for rental homes and literally stumbled upon it, just a rock. They're just talking about Dubai. I have no desire to go to Dubai. One, it's like a fake. It's not even a natural city. It's just a city that sprung up out of the desert. A lot of people see it Dubai. I live in Nashville, and I think that's my answer. Tourists only go on Broadway and watch the same. I like Tennessee though. I thought Chattanooga was really pretty. I like
Very,
natural stuff, so I liked Branson. Definitely overrated.
very. How about Vegas?
Vegas. Somebody said that. Mykonos, which is Greece. I've heard that about that place. Mykonos or whatever. Amarillo, I already said Texas. Niagara Falls, New York is not a nice place. It looks so cool on TV, but I can only imagine. Disney World, yeah, I'll never go back to. I'm a Universal Studios person. Did you like Disney World?
It's overrated, overpriced. So yeah.
A lot of people saying Dubai. I never had a desire to go, so that's fine. Egypt. When I seen like Egypt, like how bad the tourists and the trash and the scamming is, I was like, I'm never going there. But
India looks scary.
what is something about you that you wish your partner would give you a pass on?
I don't know. I can't think of anything.
Remember that. The next time you tell me, don't nag you about something. Remember that, because my list is long.
Well, exactly. So I don't know what I'd want you to give me a pass on. That list be long.
Yeah, give me a pass on everything. How's that?
There you go.
Um, let's see. Not wanting to do anything special on my birthday. Let's just stay in. My husband, like, if I could be a recluse, I would. My husband loves leaving the house. I don't. So, but I get. I mean, we have to have a date night, unfortunately. But if it was up to me, we'd stay home all the time. Not wanting to do anything with other people on New Year's. Yeah, we don't. Letting me have fun with telemarketers, what they call letting loose with my friends. I play video games, always have, always will. She know this, and when I do it now, I'm being childish. Luckily for us, we both play video games. We don't have that problem. My wife thinks I'm not a fan of her boobs because they're smaller than my ex's. She's mistaken. I love her boobs. She pegs me as indecisive, but due to my role at work, I make decisions for everyone all day long, every single day. No one makes a single semi important decision without my input. When I get home, I really don't care. I'm like that too, man. When I get home, I don't want to see a computer. I don't want to look at a computer. I don't want to order anything unless it's Amazon. But Amazon's just so easy. You just pick a picture and put it in the cart. But I don't want to do anything to where it requires brain power. So I feel you on that. Sometimes I just want to do nothing, say nothing, and ultimately not express anything. This is foreign language to her. I just wish she could recognize this so when I'm in a mood, I don't have to explain a million different ways that nothing is wrong. Luckily, I let my husband just sit like a rock. And when he wants to talk, he will. But I don't press my husband for communication. Like, he's a man. They can't. Their communication is completely polar opposite than ours. I need to have a backup place to sleep if everything goes wrong and I'm homeless again. It makes him sad that I do this, but it helps me feel safe. Would you want me to have a backup place to sleep?
What do you mean? Like
Another
another?
crib, another
No.
place?
Why would I want that?
Yeah, that's really stupid.
I mean, whenever I get sick, you kick me out and make me sleep in the other room.
Did you do it this time though?
Well,
And look what happened to me.
well,
Look what happened to
it is
me.
what it is.
Yeah. All right. What is a small everyday decision you made that unexpectedly changed your life for the better? Take vitamins, work out. What's yours?
What was the question again?
What's little decision that you made that changed your life for the better?
Mm, I don't know.
See, he don't talk. Not arguing with morons. Seems dumb, but laying your work clothes out for the next day. I would love to be that ambitious, but I'm not. I just really wish I could wear a jumpsuit. My husband gets to wear that. I wish I could. I put placemats on the refrigerator shelves. Has been keeping them clean. Yeah, but what about pulling them out? I mean, I guess that would be a terrible idea. Pull them out and wash them off. Initiating greetings with neighbors spark friendships. I don't want to be friends with none of my neighbors.
Right?
Getting rid of things I don't use or wear and not accumulating pointless crap. I'm the queen at throwing away stuff. Turn off notifications on my phone, save for WhatsApp. Yeah, if everybody in my family's home safe, I really don't care what notifications are happening. Workout, rest, 10 push-ups a day, a lot more than zero. Packing lunches to save money. I gave up DoorDash. All right, so now is the time of show. Yeah, the time of the show. Do you know I changed the name of this?
Mm-mm.
It's going to be Earth is Ghetto.
Earth is ghetto.
But and my co-host, which is anyway, let's get into some story times, and I'm gonna put them on the TV. That was why, being all high tech isn't that cool. Now you can comment on the stories that and watch them. You feel me, big homie? I'm talking to you, dude.
What's that? Say it again.
Oh my gosh. I said now you can comment on the shows because aren't on news because they are going to be on the TV. Are you excited?
Very.
All right, let me. Most of y'all are really bad co-hosts, FYI. All right, let me make sure I'm on the right Wi-Fi because yeah, gotta be on the right. I don't even know what Wi-Fi this TV's on. All right, let's pause and come back while I figure this out. Welcome back to Earth is Ghetto, but that is my co-host who is snoring in the background currently. But I got the screen to work now, so we can get into these story times. I don't. All right. Okay. Thank you. What? Okay.
Day 6 of my breakup, and my ex is refusing to leave the house. His name is on the lease, and he feels that our relationship can be worked on and saved, and the truth is that it can't be. Um, I am all tried out. I don't really have it in me to keep seeing how this is going to go because I'm seeing how it's going, and um, he doesn't understand how to love me. B, he doesn't know how to respect me when I'm not around. So there's a lack of integrity there, and even when he um, he makes poor choices and I call him out on it, he blames me, he insults me, he doesn't take accountability, he flips it on me. Somehow it becomes uh, something that I did or didn't do, and that's why he's doing what he's doing. So I'm at a point where, there's nothing that can be done other than for us to go our separate ways. And with him refusing to leave the house, it makes it difficult. He does have somewhere else to go. I spoke with his family. They're more than welcome. He's more than welcome to go back with them. So it's not that, I'm putting him out in the cold and in the winter. I'm not a heartless person. I'm not a person that wants to see someone be down bad, especially somebody that I loved. Um, and still have love for. So I wouldn't just, put him out if he didn't have anywhere else to go. he had somewhere to go. Like he told me flat out last night, he's just biding himself some time. And so the constant confirmation of him telling me like, yeah, I know it was disrespectful, or I know it was inappropriate, or I know you need space, but I'm biding myself time. Like stuff like that. It's like, oh, okay, well, yeah, we don't need to be together. Like if you're bold enough to do it and you're bold enough to tell me that, this is what I'm doing and this is what it is. I don't. I'm just so. I'm flabbergasted by the expectation that he has of me. He said,
Okay. This is when I started losing interest.
Right? She kind of dragged it on.
What do you think about when somebody break up and somebody refuses to move out? It's very complicated. Somebody's name could be on the lease. Like, it's a lot to process.
Plus, a lot of states have their laws. If you live there for such a long length of time and you get your mail sent there, they almost can't kick you out. You know what I mean?
That's when you just pack up their stuff and then you be like, see, there's none of their stuff here. But that's what you do in those instances. But yeah, sorry for her loss. Let's move on. Because she was boring me. I can't anymore. This one was funny.
It's been a holiday season from hell in the restaurant world. We've definitely had our share of bullshit going on, but I think this one tops the cake. This woman had a large party in our banquet room and she had to use the restroom, as one does. She goes in there and she shits everywhere. I don't think a smidge of it even hit the toilet. It was all over the walls, the toilet paper holder, the door, everywhere. But then it gets worse. She pulls her pants up while apparently still shitting to walk back all the way across the restaurant to her table. This woman not only stepped in her own shit and was stomping it through the restaurant, she is like shaking her pant leg to wiggle some of her turds out onto the ground. It was like a trail of reindeer poop all the way to her table. Then she sits down in our very nice banquet seats for like another hour, as if she did not just spread shit all through our restaurant. And she just sat there chatting it up with her friends like she did not stink of shit and just smear it everywhere. We had to clean the entire trail all the way to her table. Her table is like, what is going on? Like, what is that smell? And she's just like, nothing happened. It's the day after Christmas and I do have to work tonight. And I just hope everyone's shit makes it in the toilet this time. Y'all have a great week.
I promise you, I quit that job.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish she'd say the restaurant because I never eat there. Like that's so trifling and disgusting.
That's just, I don't know how her friends couldn't realize she came from the bathroom and still smells like.
She probably smells like that normally. That's just disgusting. I can only imagine with her house in her car. I hope she didn't ride with somebody.
I'm going to share a story about my Christmas this year, this morning, how it went. I'm in a relationship. We live together. We've lived together for the last 4 years. We decided to give my son his older son's old gaming computer because his older son's getting a new one. And my son wanted one for Christmas, and I really didn't want him to have it. I had reservations about him getting a computer. I think he's a little too old, too young. He's only 9. But he convinced me to let him have it. He thought that it would be a good financial decision and also a way for him to have what he wants with us, not having to invest too much money. So he goes to his son's house, Christmas Eve, yesterday. He sets up the new computer, and it is a nice computer. It's even nicer than the one that he wanted, top of the line, okay? He gets the old computer. He brings it back. We have a dinner to go to. So we go to dinner. At dinner, we're discussing, I bring up, like, okay, so what's the plan? Because we had discussed it prior, about a week ago, and the plan was we were going to put it together, make sure his stuff was ready the night before while he was sleeping so he could wake up. and play with his stuff. However, when I bring it up now, he's saying that, we could just do it in the morning and blah, 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 blah. He doesn't feel like doing it now. His family's in town. He wants to have some drinks with them, whatever. Okay. That was just not sitting well with me at all. That was not the plan. This is my son. I wanted him to wake up and enjoy his stuff just like his son gets to wake up and enjoy his stuff. Actually, his son has been enjoying his stuff since yesterday, the day before Christmas. Okay. So I get upset and I'm like, why does my son have to wait on enjoying his Christmas stuff because you want to be lazy all of a sudden? So since he didn't like what I said about being lazy, he says, well, why don't I just not give him the computer then? So we are at a dinner. We were at a girlfriend's house eating dinner when this happened. So I have to pull together. And in my mind, I'm trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to handle this? So I'm like, I'm going to get back to the house and I'm just going to put the computer just together and just so he can have something to, because he had nothing else. This was his big gift. Like, the other stuff was to supplement the computer. Okay. So I get home. I start putting stuff together. I'm a wreck. I'm an emotional freaking wreck. Okay, I start, I pull out the computer stand desk and I start, trying to put it together. And he says, as he sees me doing it, he's like, I don't know what you need a computer desk for when you ain't got no computer. I put the computer stand together. I put the chair together. And, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to have to tell him some story about how it didn't come. And I'm just going to have to go, tell him we're just going to have to go first thing in the morning, when the stores open back up to get you a computer, I'm sorry, come up with some lie. And I was hoping that, I was really hoping that I would wake up in the morning and he would still have that computer on that computer desk, like realize that what he said, what he was doing was wrong, even though my pride didn't even want it. But I did not want mine. I wanted more for my son to not wake up to nothing for Christmas. So I was up all night. I was tired, so I was the last one up. So he comes in the room and he's like, are you going to get up? Your son's up. I go look in the room. There is nothing on the computer stand. Nothing on the computer stand. I say all this to say, obviously this isn't going to work out. But I just need you to understand, like, do not play with nobody's kids. Don't play with those kids.
That's crazy. I mean, hopefully she raised her son well enough to understand, but like Christmas is stressful already. And co-parenting is stressful already. And I know you would never do that because you know how much my boys mean to me and vice versa. Like, that's crazy. But do you think they should break up?
Yes.
Why?
Because he's going to get petty like that all the time.
Yeah, you don't do that.
How long does she want to live with that?
How can you do that? Like with he made sure his son had what he wanted, but then her son he was just like that was crazy. I mean, it sucks that they gotta break up and then she has to pretend to be happy and all this stuff for her son. That's wild. That's a wild, wild, wild.
I knew it was around that time. 2003, 2004. Went to the playoff series. And Holly Berry's walking by. And I'm like, oh shit, Holly Berry, bro. Like, fine. And it was like 4, 5 white dudes sitting there. Now, Harvey Weinstein, he was one of them. And so I'm not in the front row. I'm in that, it's like the front row. And then you got the little space, and then the first row after that, so it's like the second row, and they was sitting there talking about, oh, now she acting like she don't know us. She wasn't saying that when she needed that part. Every single one of them hit. I was like, no, not Holly.
You think Halle Berry did that?
I would like to think she didn't, but knowing how them guys were, the men were, like, I wouldn't put it past them to force women to do that for roles. So I don't want to believe it,
I
But I don't
mean,
want to say it's impossible either that it didn't happen.
men do lie about who they have sex with. Don't get me wrong. But Harvey Weinstein, we know he's a sleaze bucket.
He's a proven.
I hope that ain't true though. I know she did that crazy monster movie,
Monster Ball.
and she had sex with Sling Blade because he'll never not be Sling Blade in my eyes. Like, yeah.
The first man to get a 5-star wanted level in GTA 6 has just been sentenced to a lifetime in a secure mental hospital because as he was under investigation, he told the doctors and prosecutors and the judge, I'll do it again. That's right. He did the goofy meme. He hacked into Rockstar Games, and it gets even fucking crazier from there. So, many of you guys might remember here, this year, December 2023, we had the GTA 6 trailer got leaked early, right? That wasn't a hack. That was allegedly, somebody who worked for Rockstar Games. Their kid was able to get a hold of the trailer. They put it up online. This guy, though, Arian Kurtaj, he was a member of a hacking group called Lapsus with a $sign. Now, Lapsus, this criminal gang, they go online and they hack into different multi-million dollar international companies, places like NVIDIA, British telecommunications companies, Microsoft, and other things have been their targets, alongside with like massive cryptocurrency wallet scams, right? Arian is a member of this group, allegedly. Actually, wait, he's been found guilty, so it's not allegedly. Ha-ha! So, Arian, part of this group, over in England, he is going around and hacking into people. Well, he gets caught and arrested by the police. The police take him to a secure location, specifically a Travelodge hotel. They lock him in this Travelodge hotel, and they take away his computer. And they think, no more problem. No problem whatsoever. We've taken this guy off the internet. He can't commit more crimes. They did not notice the fire stick sticking out of the back of the television, though, and Arian Kurtaj used the television's fire stick, the television, and a phone, and he was able to hack into Rockstar Games servers. That's right, while in police custody for hacking, this man started hacking again. He hacked into Rockstar Games in September of 2022, and he was able to download and steal over 90 clips of footage, of alpha build footage of GTA 6. He leaked that online. Many people at first thought it was fake footage. A lot of people were confused as to whether or not this was real. It proved that the game was going to be set in Vice City. It showed that it was going to have a first female protagonist. Other things like that started to come out about it. So, he starts doing that. As this is happening, he is threatening Rockstar employees because he's also hacked into their internal Slack channel where they use their internal DMs, where they're messaging each other. And he was like, if you don't follow these certain demands and answer things on my Telegram channel, then I'm going to release the source code to the games. Meanwhile, he's already in police custody. He literally is in jail, in a hotel, doing this shit. So he was then taken in front of a judge. The judge had him speak to medical professionals, specifically psychiatrists. The psychiatrist diagnosed Arian Kurtaj with a very specific form of acute autism, where they stated that they do not believe that he actually understands that what he's doing is a crime. Again, do not praise this man. He's been holding up these massive companies for multi-million dollars while working on behalf of Lapsus. So, the judge declared, he's not going to go to jail, but he can be held indefinitely in a secure hospital until doctors declare that he is no longer a threat to society. So yeah, he's 6 stars. Rockstar hit him with a 6-star wanted level.
I think they'll keep him in there until he can do something useful for the country.
Till they find a use for him.
Yeah. Ugh.
Y'all, one my mama just casually asked me if I was gonna make a video about TD Jake's son that got arrested for indecent exposure. I said, when did this happen? Yo, I just pulled it up just now. I had to run to my phone to make this video, y'all. Let me read y'all what I am seeing with my eyes. Okay, hold on. Okay, so this happened February 12, 2009. It says, while T.D. Jakes, pastor of the Potter House Mega Ministry, has cited scheduling conflicts for the cancellation of his St. Louis speaking engagement next Friday, some are speculating that the release of information concerning his son's arrest may have led to his decision. Jermaine Jakes faces a charge of indecent exposure related to an incident in southern Dallas Park last month. Jermaine Jakes, 29, is accused of exposing himself in front of an undercover Dallas police detective at Kice Park near West Kice Boulevard and Southampton Road on the night of January 3rd. According to a Dallas Police Department arrest warrant affidavit, Jakes exposed himself to two undercover vice detectives at Kice Park. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. The affidavit says Jakes walked up to one of the detectives at the park with his pants unzipped. Jake then began to, while making eye contact with the detective, according to the affidavit. The detectives arrested Jakes on a charge of indecent exposure. He was detained at the scene and released. Y'all, something ain't right with them Potters, y'all. Something is not right in the Potter house. It's not right. I did not expect that. I was not even looking for that. So, this runs deep, and now I'm about to do my Googles because when I actually, I'll see y'all next video.
Too much. Why somebody say he look like Diddy mixed with R. Kelly? He do look like Diddy though, for real. They look like Diddy and TD Jakes' child. But I'm not saying that TD Jakes is a bottom. That's for the Lord to decide.
I was 8 months pregnant, 14 years old, and nobody knew. Not even the baby daddy. I was so afraid. I went to school every day wearing baggy clothes so no one could tell. But I remember the summer right before my 10th grade year in high school, I had went and stayed like a week over my dad's house. When I went back home, my stepmom had called my mom and was like, you should get Brit checked out because, the whole time here she was asleep and, she gaining a lot of weight, something might be up. So my mama had called me downstairs while they were on the phone, like, Brit, what's going on? Your dad and him saying, they think something going on with you. I'm nervous as fuck. I was so afraid that I tried to act like it just didn't exist. Like, I just thought it would just go away. I don't know. I was so young. I was so dumb. So at that point, listen, I couldn't hide it no more. My mom was like, lift your shirt up. I lifted my shirt up and it was like a little basketball right there, round and pregnant. My mom rushed me to the hospital and the doctor said she's 8 months pregnant. It's like things just happen so fast, y'all. Like my life just felt like a whole just whirlwind. Even talking about it right now, trying to recall just like what happened is kind of crazy because it's like, damn, like so much happened so fast. My due date was in like 6 weeks. I had gone my whole pregnancy without any prenatal care. So I was literally going to the doctor 2 to 3 times per week until I went into labor. As an adult, when I think back on how irresponsible that was, I just truly thank God that He blessed me with a healthy baby boy. My mom put together a baby shower for me. We had it in the basement of our house, and when I tell y'all, my whole basement was full of high school kids at my baby shower. Had so much support that I'm so thankful still to this day and grateful for. And a couple weeks later, I was in the hospital delivering a baby boy at the age of 15 years old. And from that point on, my whole life changed. No, I wasn't on any birth control. I wasn't the only kid that age in my school having sex. I'm just the only one that got pregnant and had the baby. I remember going back to school and my teachers and my friends in school just being so shocked, like they couldn't believe it, but they were so supportive, And if it wasn't for, just some of those teachers believing in me, I wouldn't have graduated from high school. Some of the kids' parents, they didn't want them to hang out with me.
All right, we get it. Good to you. My co-host is snoring her butt off. Just FYI, the lady is loud. All right, let's see what else we got.
I'm not single because nobody want me. All these motherfuckers want me. I'm single because I don't want none of these motherfuckers. I don't want none of these people. I don't want no toxicity. I don't want no projects of men or women. I don't want somebody that's just coming in my life to leash from me. I don't want some of these incomplete that didn't grow from their mama that you need to send them back for another couple years so their mama can finish the job they should have did before they sent them to you. You need to tell these people you ain't single because you're not qualified. No, you single because you are qualified. You're not single because you don't have standards. You're single because you do have standards. You're not single because you're not desirable. You're single because you are desirable, and any boy will be attracted to you. So you got to be able to vet which ones are boys and which ones are real men. Tell them the reason you are single is because you're not settling. And you're not going to give up your protection of being able to disqualify mother that ain't right for you. Tell them you are single by choice. Not because you can't get a man, because right now you ain't found one worthy of your attention. Period.
Period, poo. So this is what Tasha K is getting sued over right now.
The machine you worked for was the Hart.
Yes.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Nico Hart.
Nico Hart.
What made you reach out?
It is a time for Hollywood to hear this story, especially because a lot of people are locked in non-disclosures and they're not able to talk and protect themselves. Mm-hmm. But you have to protect the person you're working for. Where's your protection?
When did things start to turn up around there?
The extortionist. I'm listening to Mario on the radio in the morning. I almost crashed my car because I heard him say that Kevin's best friend, JT Jackson, had set him up.
In exchange for millions of dollars.
All the charges were dropped against JT, but they weren't dropped against Kevin.
They redug up, I guess, old LGBTQ jokes or something.
Correct.
That he was saying on Twitter, and they wanted him to apologize, and he said, fuck you.
Haley is his publicist, so she called me. She was just like, hey, Maisha, have you spoken to Kevin? I was like, no. I was like, Dave Becky just called me, his manager. Why? And then she was like, the whole Oscar thing, Kevin needs to say an apology. He's about to lose Nike.
The first scandal was with the first baby.
Correct.
The one in Vegas.
Yes.
So these other scandals.
It's another one in the office.
She pregnant again.
Correct. With her second.
And he's still leaving semen stains all over the couch at the heartbeat school.
Correct.
And showering and then going home like.
I told Nico, like, Kevin is cheating on you with a girl named Mix Morgan. She's his flight attendant. She's on his planes.
Does Kevin have a gambling problem or something?
His game is poker.
He gambled y'all money away and had to pay y'all half checks?
Yes. Well, exactly. It was Leland. Leland was messing with our money. But I said, here she is.
Oh! She got it. She on vacation every day. When you see a bitch and all she do is post vacation pictures with no nigga beside her, then you gonna take the picture. He said, no, baby. Girl, you know I'm gonna take the pictures for you as many angles as you want, but I can't to ensure he gonna go up in these motherfucking photos.
Right, Nico, I love you. I'm not gonna speak bad on her.
Nico's pretty.
Nico's my girl.
I'm gonna let the winos judge. I'm gonna put up a side-by-side wife versus alleged side bitch.
I love Nico.
Natasha did not learn from getting sued by Cardi B. Cardi B, she's the one that got sued by Cardi B too, but I mean, he's suing her for extortion. Not saying none of this is false. He's suing her because she says she's going to release the video unless they pay. So that's it. That's some sort of extortion. But she was, I mean, people gave Wendy Williams a hard time, but this lady to me is way more brutal. You think Kevin's cheated again? Of course he is.
Yeah.
See what we got now.
Girl, I love you. 15 years ago, we sat in the studio. But what you really meant when you said hold on was hold on to the truth. As long as you keep keeping these secrets, they'll finally let you make it. Just like they told you to keep your mouth shut. You were struggling real hard to make it. But what was really disgusting about what I'm about to say next which is why I'm not gonna say alleged. Your ex-husband Armstead told me when Armstead were in the middle of your divorce and you got ran through by the Temptations and agreed not to file charges, that they ran through you, that was the deal that you made to get new attitude. That's what your husband Armstead said to me in the 90s in that hotel room while you was on tour, and you had to stay and finish the tour. And then that's when you got promised your #1 record. There's no way in the world that I would allow myself to be gang to get a #1 record. They traumatized you and then they monetized you. Y'all think about that the next time you go to the store and pick up a patty pie. The next time you go to one of her live shows, watching her drunk, throwing up on herself live on stage. I'm sure you two got a problem with supporting me, Mother Patty. Can you imagine what your career could have been if you had told the truth and warned all the girls about the goons and goblins? But no, you didn't do that.
Yeah, she lying on Patty.
Who the hell is she?
Everything she said about Diddy is right, but this is a lie. She was a singer. She had like a song. I'll play it for you later. But she's the one that, if you ever listen to my podcast, she's always talking about Diddy this and all these so-called. But she wasn't around back then. You can't believe. I would believe her more for Diddy because she actually had dealings with them. She wasn't around during the Temptations time to tell these.
On top of that, consider the source her ex-husband.
Telling these lies about Patty.
I mean, there has to be more than his word to even have any type of weight.
So I know a few people saw my TikTok last night. Yes, I did take it down for personal reasons. I'm going to put it back up once everything is done. But I told y'all I was coming to y'all with details of what happened. So my ex, also known as my baby daddy, you know, I met him on a dating website. We hit it off real good. He was my man, my man. He was spoiling me. I was spoiling him. You know, he was coming down every weekend to see me, driving 3 hours to come see me. I didn't let him around my kids at first, but as time went by, I let him be around my kids. I let him meet them. When they met him, they thought he was cool and everything. We had a nice little time. We took him to Dave and Buster's, took him out to eat, everything. So, fast forward. We wound up taking him out of town to Disney. You know, that was the first red flag that I seen. But, you know, I ignored it because I know people have their days and their times. But I realized he didn't have good communication, which is a downfall throughout our relationship. So, fast forwarding, he's telling me that he wants to move closer. And I'm just like, I started telling my friends about it. And they were just like, you know, Tia, that's a little too soon. You know, you really don't know him like that. Like, give it time. So, they saw something that I didn't see. But believe me, I'm going to see it. So he was driving for Pepsi, and he knew he was on the verge of his last straw with them. And this particular time, he decided, okay, he was going to leave his personal phone with my daughter for reasons I don't know. So I hear the phone ring, and I pick it up. It's his manager. Whoop-de-whoop, day goes on. He calls me. He told me that he got fired because he didn't make it to work on time, because he overslept, because he was supposed to go home, but didn't make it home on time because he stayed at my house. So now he is telling me that he found him another job out here and he had nothing to do and that his interview was the following week. And he was like, so with me not having a job, can I come out there now? And I'm just like, no, no, your job interview is not till next week. Wait till next week. So, he's pleading with me on the phone and then everything. Like, it starts to get annoying. So I'm just like, okay, whatever, come on. So, which was a good thing because I had to take my state board. And he was helping me, with my girls when I took my state board, when he came down.
This must have been a part 2. I don't think I'll find it.
Because what he likes is called the reverse cowgirl. Know what that is? That's when a man's laying on his back, relaxing, not doing. And you want us to get on top and go for a ride up into the sunset, facing away from you. You know how hard it is to get up there and ride you and we can't see your eyeballs? You could be a big like me, bigger. You could be a petite flower. Men, we'll all get on top or we'll try. But dude, you have 1 minute before we're all gonna be like, switch! I can't feel my knees. Is that a vein back there? It hurts right here, and it hurts right here. I was on top last year. You're selfish. I want to see other people. Is that a big girl or an old girl? I hate being on top. If I'm gonna be on top, I'll wash your car. I'll make you a sandwich. I'll talk in a funny accent. I'll wear a weird outfit. Just turn the AC on and let me lay down. Why can't I lay down?
Reverse cowgirl is stupid. No comment, babe.
You know, ain't no complaint from me.
Put a finger down if you had a friend who you consider a sister after knowing her for like 5 years, and she does something that she shouldn't have done and involves herself in a situation that had nothing to do with her, and this upsets your best friend that you've known since y'all were kids, and your best friend decides that she no longer wants to be friends with your friend. But you decide that because y'all have known each other so long and she's more like a sister than anything else, that you're going to continue to try to make it work with her. But things get awkward and y'all are never really able to pick up back where you left off. And a couple of months go by and it's time for your boyfriend's birthday party. And she messages you because she makes cakes and she's asking you about what kind of cake he wants for his birthday, and you let her know, and you think, everything may not be the same, but y'all are still cool, like it's not a huge problem. The week of his birthday rolls around and she texts you in a whole entire invitation to a birthday party she's planning for your boyfriend, whom she would not have known if it were not for you. You proceed to tell her what makes her think that you haven't already had something planned, because she knows that you have something planned. This is the boyfriend where y'all live 2.5 hours apart. She knows that you're coming down for the weekend and that you plan the entire weekend because she got an invitation to a cookout that you were throwing him on Saturday. You tell her what makes you think you don't have something planned, and then she proceeds to tell you that she didn't want you half doing his birthday. And then you proceed to go off on her and send her a whole bunch of messages. Then you get the boyfriend on the phone and let him know what she was doing, and possibly his best friend who were planning it together. Neither one of them reached out to you, and he gets on the phone and he wants to act like he's so upset about it. And that's during the day. Later that night, you kind of feel bad for going off on her the way that you did, and you said that you're going to call her, but things are so hectic because you're trying to plan his birthday or get the final things ready for his birthday so you can go up 2.5 hours away to go see him on the weekend that you forget to call her. The day that you're leaving rolls around, you're on the phone with said boyfriend, and he's asking to his mom about a 90s windbreaker. Mind you, the text that the sister sent you, or your friend's sister sent you, said that the parties was 90s theme. You ask him about where he's going with this windbreaker, and he tells you, oh, it's for a different time. You think to yourself, okay, yeah, right, whatever. You go about your day, you get there that Friday, y'all do everything that you have planned. You get to the final set of cards, because it's the cute TikTok cards, and he says he doesn't want to do the last card. He wants to go hang out with his best friend who's in town from another state, and you said that's fine. Y'all go home, he starts getting ready, and he puts on the 90s windbreaker outfit. And you're like, where are you going? He proceeds to tell you that he's going to the place that he'd already told you that he wasn't going to go. You get into a huge altercation, and you leave and you go to your friend's house, but you don't tell him that's where you're going. You just leave because there's no need for him to know where you're going when he's going somewhere that he shouldn't be going. So you leave, you pack all your stuff while you're going, and he thinks that you're not coming back, but really, like, you're just being dramatic. You wouldn't really leave somebody on their birthday and not come back. So you call a couple of hours later and say, I'm on the way back, and he tells you, oh, you better be back by such and such time. He doesn't have any kids. No kids. So you come back when you want to.
Y'all get in a whole nother altercation, um, which leads to you getting your stuff together after he goes back in the house to get the stuff that you left. He throws it at your car window. You get your stuff. You get some other things that you left in the house for the birthday party, and you leave. Now, when you leave with the food for the birthday party. You leave with the cups, the plates, the napkins, the forks, all the decorations, spoons, knives, everything possible, table stuff, everything possible. You leave with all of it. Not only do you leave with that, you leave with his birthday gifts that you take back to the store the next day, return for something that you want. And also, when you leave, you send him a text to tell you to send all the money back that you spent. Because you had a hotel room, you just bought gifts, you bought all this food, these decorations. So you tell him to send all of that money back. You get your money, you get all your stuff, and the next day, you don't know if they have the cookout, you don't know what they do, you don't care. And you go to him and make a style 5 probate instead of his birthday cookout. You block him on his birthday, and you never speak to him again. And you never speak to your friend, sister again either.
I didn't understand the whole.
It was dumb and petty.
Yeah.
And it's good they broke up. No, my friend would never throw a birthday party for my man, first of all. That would have been shut down immediately. Especially if you didn't include me. Yeah, she should have shut it down. And he should have been like, yeah, y'all need to include her. Yada, yada, yada. So the fact that she thought.
Like, I'll wait for my woman to throw me a party. I'm not.
Right.
Don't throw me a party. This ain't gonna be nothing but starting trouble.
Her altercations ain't working.
Yeah, that whole story didn't make no damn sense.
Y'all, I was trying to wait until I finished my workday, but I can't. So y'all know I started taking my 10 milligram Munjaro again yesterday, and uh, ain't no way to sugarcoat it. This shit is whooping my ass. I don't want to say what I was afraid of because I was expecting it. I just must have forgot like how intense it was. Cause baby, these body aches. I feel like somebody whooped my ass. Not whooped, but whooped my ass. I am in pain. Like I went to scratch the back of my head, and when I does like with my nail, I was like, ow. Everything is so sore and achy. I put my bra on, and under where my bra sits was painful. Like it's sore as fuck to the touch. Sorry, sore as hell. Y'all know I cuss. Leave me alone. Down to my butt cheek hurts. It's sore. Now, if my butt cheeks was sore for a different reason, like a pound town, and I wouldn't be so annoyed by it. But it's because of this damn shot. And I knew, like I said, this is not my first time on Manjaro. It's not my first time on Manjaro 10 milligrams. And I said, like, you know, in the live that I was like, ooh, I'm just a little anticipating, you know, the side effects, if there will be any. And baby, it's the body aches, babe. It's the body aches. Yeah, man, I feel like somebody whooped my ass. Am I going to stop? No. I think I'll be okay by day 3.
Anyway, yeah, those
What's Manjaro?
It's like Ozempic. One thing I always wonder about all these shots, like, is it gonna be something crazy in the end when they all come off? Like, you know, what side effects?
Metro Police say they learned she was a sex worker who thought she was meeting a client, also known as a trick. But the man she was actually meeting,
Comanche versus Bonchi, the two bigs,
was Chance Comanche, NBA G League player for the Stockton Kings, who was in town for a game at the Dollar Loan Center in Henderson. Police say Comanche and a woman he claims he previously dated, 19-year-old Sakari Harnden, also a sex worker, had been plotting Rogers' murder since at least December 1st. Detectives uncovering numerous text messages on the Telegram app about the plot, including while Comanche was on the court. And a few days later, Comanche, I can snap her neck. If you get a nice little thick piece of rope, I can do it from the back seat, like how killers do it in the movies. And that's just what Comanche said he did when detectives say he confessed after his arrest in Sacramento, California. Comanche telling them Rogers thought she was selling sex on a double date with Harnden, but the pair drove to this Henderson cul-de-sac and strangled and choked her and then dumped her body nearby. The Clark County coroner confirming the remains were hers. Comanche and Harnden both face murder and kidnapping charges. It remains unclear why Comanche may have become involved in the alleged murder plot, since he claims his co-defendant was someone he used to date. But it appears they're not the only ones who knew about the plan. A third person was added to their chat who expressed he tried to get a ghost gun. And earlier, Comanche refers to communicating about the plan with others. Here, it's green. As for a motive, police say Harnden was upset Rogers told people she snitched on a boyfriend. He's identified as this man, who's accused of a double murder in Stockton. Police say he has gang ties. As a rapper, he goes by the name EBK Lil Play. While he's in jail, his Instagram account remains active. After we reported on the possible connection to the murder case in Las Vegas, quote, "Keep me out of all the shenanigans."
So, will there be additional arrests connected to this case? We're working to find out. What we do know, the investigation isn't over. Vanessa Murphy, 8 News Now.
Well, you don't have to worry about EBK little K getting out. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, how do you feel this last Friday of the year, my love?
Ready to keep going.
Ready for vacation.
That too.
Ready to breathe in.
That too.
Well, it's been nice giving y'all some FaceTime and hanging out. I haven't had my husband on here in a while. He actually came by mistake, but he lives here, so what are you going to do? We'll be back. I'll be back. I'll try to do these more often. I say that every year and only do like 1 year. But I'm going to try better. My co-host was trash. She snored the whole thing. She was farting. Luckily, I can't smell her.
She's
but
blowing it up.
My husband said she was blowing it up. But yeah, I had so many stories that were piling up. And I was like, if I don't do a podcast soon, I'm going to have too many stories. And here we are. But we'll be back. Earth is ghetto, but we'll be back.